I am David Bennett and am honored to serve as your Sovereign Grand Commander during the anniversary of the Supreme Council of Canada, celebrating 150 years of leadership and vision. My predecessors acted diligently to supply our noble right with the tools and wisdom to navigate the seas of fraternal goodwill and constant change in the world, ensuring our principles and morals remain steady and of the highest standards. They traveled extensively, witnessing the excellent ritual work of our remarkable and timeless messages portrayed in our beautiful degrees, meeting with members to obtain the very best in our practices to share nationwide, all the while forging lasting friendships with our brethren and ladies during wonderful social events.
Masonry makes a person a better man, and Scottish Rite obviously carried that on, and it just made me appreciate the opportunity that I had to travel and meet people from all over the place, all across Canada in particular. And just meeting these people and seeing the things that some of them are involved in, it was interesting to observe. And the way they did things, it was interesting to make note of and see if we could maybe copy some of that and improve the way we did things. But it was just a great opportunity to meet and greet people from all over. The main thing would be is promoting the learning centers and being able to see the success of them, because you look at where we started and where we are at now and how they've expanded from one in London to 8 of them spread across Canada.
The opportunity that I've had as Sovereign Grand Commander is special, and those that are going through now and will go through in the future, it's a special opportunity and rewarding, and I think I'm a better man as a result of that experience. You know yourself that every degree that you go through in Scottish Rite, there's a lesson at the end of it. And I've always contended that if we as good men adhere to those lessons through life, what more can you do, really? And it's funny, every time you go to a Scottish Rite reunion and witness the degree again, at the end you hear that lesson and you just say, oh yeah, I remember that, and I try to remember those lessons. And I think that's if to be a good person, whether you're religious or not, it's a matter of adhering to the good lessons in life.
I'm a firm believer in the servant leadership model, and so when you're in a leadership role, I firmly believe you are there to serve the people in the organization that you are providing leadership to. And the best way to do that is find out what they want. And so you need to speak to them and allow them to sort of tell you what their concerns are or whatever. And I guess that's my background as an educator and whatever is to encourage people to seek answers and to look for things. And I like doing that on behalf of people as well once they bring things to my attention. And one of the things that I know in my own reflections of my term as Sovereign Grand Commander was the Scottish Rite membership jewel, which was nothing that ever was discussed or brought to my attention or something that was in developmental stages. It really came out of a question from a Scottish Rite Freemason in Ottawa when I was visiting, saying, why don't we have a Scottish Rite membership jewel? And I said, I don't know why. And so we started to look into it. And over the course of the next 3 years, a Scottish Rite jewel was designed.
The two key words for me is service and duty, which I've heard in many of the degrees in the Scottish Rite, and I applied them to my daily life, and it seems to work. It works well. First time when I came in about 215, my predecessor, Richard Brown, he had 3 initiatives, and they were membership, leadership, and communication. And so when I came in, I wanted to find out, is that still active today? So we conducted a national membership opinion survey, and it was all members across Canada. What was important to you today? And what came out of it was still membership, leadership, communication, and there was another one, the 4th one, education and enlightenment. So I took that one on and added that to the current 3. And we put in a lot of things. Under the education and enlightenment, I struck a committee. Number 1, and we had representatives across Canada, and they started doing pre and post degree explanations. They started putting material on the website, and boy, I think today there's a lot of interest in education and enlightenment.
I think that the legacy in Canada and elsewhere of Scottish Rite is enormous. First of all, I think of the many men who are members, who have passed through this room and Scottish Rite rooms right across Canada and elsewhere in the world. And just as I've been, I think, enhanced and educated, so have they. And as those men go out in the world and practice those Masonic principles, that's a wonderful legacy, I think, that we can all rejoice in. I think another extremely important legacy is the work done by our Scottish Rite Charitable Foundation. Certainly the funding for the research into the puzzles of the mind. Who knows? We can only guess at how beneficial that has been and will be in the future. And that legacy, as it spreads, will do wonders. Another important legacy through the Scottish Rite Charitable Foundation is, of course, our learning centers. And I think often of the students who have gone through the Learning Center program and sort of come out the other end different persons. And I mean, having gone to several of the graduations in our learning centers, and I hear what how the parents describe their child before starting the Learning Center program, and compare that to how they describe their child after the Learning Center program, and you know, it's night and day. And who knows, again, the benefit that all of us will receive as a result of those children being able to go forward into meaningful careers, further education, and so on. So again, I think that's a remarkable and a wonderful legacy that we can all be very proud of.